my god, I'm literally sweating. I'm so excited. I'm so anxious. I'm getting emotional. I'm gonna start crying. Hello my bookworms, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sydney, and today's video I am so excited to share with you some very exciting news. Before we get into the really exciting announcement that I want to share with you guys, I do want to take a second to really thank you from the bottom of my heart for taking time out of your day to sit here and hang out with me for a little bit. Whether this is the first video that you're watching from me, or if you've been here from the beginning when my name was Lexiconomonopia and not Sid Bookworm, I just want to thank you. I would not still be here if it wasn't for all of you guys commenting and interacting on these videos. This experience here on BookTube would not be as great as it is if it wasn't for all of you guys. And it's because of your continued support that I am finally launching a Patreon account. I'm sweating. Why am I so nervous? I've been wanting to do this for like, I don't know, 5 months or something now, but I really wanted to make sure that I had like all my ducks in a row so that if you do decide to contribute to my channel in that way on Patreon, that you would actually be getting something for your contribution. So I've been detailing and outlining things that I want to do, and I'm genuinely so excited. Like my heart rate is going up. I'm genuinely so excited to cultivate like a little family with you guys. Like a much more like intimate one-on-one, I don't know, family where we just hang out, talk about books, hopefully participate in my new book club. I can't handle it. Oh my god, I'm so excited. But yeah, so I want to kind of go through the Patreon, like what you could expect, what the options are, and then you guys can determine if you want to hang out, participate, and contribute to my channel in that way. So I'm gonna move over here so that I can kind of like put some stuff on the screen with me while we're talking through these things. So let me just bring it up. While I'm filming this, it's not launched yet, but as soon as this video is up, my Patreon is live. So if, again, you do decide that you want to join, the link is down below. Like, come hang out. But okay. Anyways, I have created 4 different tiers for you to choose from, and I'm just gonna go through them and tell you like the difference between them, have a little side-by-side comparison, and yeah, so the base tier is $3 a month, and it is called Worms. So if you're here, you know, we're worms. We're bookworms. You guys are my worms. That's what I call you guys. That's our family last name. That's our surname. So if you join the worm tier, you get Patreon only updates, kind of like a behind the scenes look on like how my month is going, how certain reads are going, as well as like insider info on like things that I'm working on for my channel and what you can hope to expect for the future. Also at this tier, you will get access to Patreon only live reading sprints. I really enjoy doing reading sprints, but I think that it would be really cool to have just like a super small, close-knit group of people to do reading sprints with, and it would basically just be like a hangout, like all the time. And then the last thing that is available in the Worms tier is access to the Discord channel that I've set up for my patrons. The next tier is called the Compost tier. This is $6 a month to join. I can't believe that I'm talking about this. I am honestly just like so humbled. I just like, it keeps coming in waves that like, this is actually like one of my dreams that I've really wanted to do. I'm getting emotional. I'm gonna start crying. And it's just crazy to me that like, it's finally happening. Like I finally am about to launch this. I'm crying. I'm sorry. Anyways, the second tier is called the Compost tier, and it is $6 a month to join, and you get all of the benefits of the previous tier, as well as a few extras. So the next one that you'll get is exclusive TBR voting power via polls and suggestions. For example, eventually, I plan on doing vlogs where my patrons will choose my entire TBR for like either a weekend, for a whole week, maybe a month, I don't know. But like starting at this tier, you have access to either help me or destroy me. The next thing that you'll get in this tier is a personal mention by name in all of my video descriptions, as well as the last title and screen clip. You know, like I'll have your name in my video at the end of every single video that I post. The next thing that you'll have access to is honestly like one of the 2 that I'm most excited about, and this is the Spin the Bottle prompt pot. So starting hopefully next month, maybe the month after, I haven't decided yet. It depends on how this goes. If you join this tier or up, you'll be able to submit prompts for me to gather and then do a Patreon only spin every month on my Spin the Bottle TBR game. So what that would look like is, if you know me, if you know my channel, you know I have the Spin the Bottle TBR game, and the board looks like this, and I normally have a prompt on all of the single color spaces. Well, for the Patreon spin, I would put a Patreon prompt on every single space around the board. Or if requested by my patrons, like maybe I would leave the nightmare space open, like we will see what you guys want. But that would be a Patreon prompt only spin every single month on my channel. Okay, and then the next tier, we have the wildflowers tier. This is $10 per month to join. And just like the last one, you get all of the previous benefits from all of the tiers below, but you will also get some extra bonuses. In this tier, you will get early access to all of my videos that I will post here on YouTube, as well as potentially some extra videos or clips or behind the scene bloopers, things like that, that no one else would be able to see. And we all know I mess up a lot, so like those should be good. And then also in this tier is the one that I'm most excited about next to the prompt jar for like the spin the bottle Patreon spin. But this one I'm really, really excited for. This would be access to the book club that I'm starting. I'm starting a book club with my patrons. I can't believe it. But I am calling it the Nightcrawler Book Club. I didn't want to do like the Bookworm Book Club, but like I wanted it to still be kind of like slithery like a worm. And I am aware that there is a movie called Nightcrawler, and I'm not mad about this because I love Jake Gyllenhaal. So everything's good here. We're all on the same page. But in this book club, we will have our own little chat separate from the general chat on the Discord server to chat about the monthly or bi-monthly depending on what's going on or how large the book club pick is. And then we'll potentially have like a little live show chat about what we thought about the book. And yeah, I'm really excited about it. In the Nightcrawler Book Club, we will have a vast variety of genres. I would imagine that it would be a lot of like fantasy, sci-fi, and contemporary, but I also plan on putting some nonfiction and some romance in there. Like, we'll chat about it. When the time comes, every month, we will talk about what we feel like reading as a group that coming month. And I'll put a poll up and then we will have a decision. The last thing that starts in this Wildflowers tier is a written thank you note. In addition to the thank you note, I'm going to include a original personalized Polaroid picture that you can use as a bookmark, like with the written note. So it'll be like a love letter with a little photo. Not of me, of like aesthetic things. Like it'll be cute. It'll be cute. Unless you want a picture of me, I guess. I don't know. You can pick what you want. And since the book club is called Nightcrawler Book Club, if you know the movie, then the Polaroid picture makes even more sense. And then we have the final fourth last tier, and it is called the whole dang ecosystem. You see what I'm doing there? Worms, compost, wildflowers, the whole dang ecosystem. Okay, I'm glad we're on the same frequency. And for this tier, I have more plans in the works for this tier, as well as maybe adding another tier in like a year or so. But that announcement would be for like a year or so from now. But for right now, this last ecosystem tier is $15 to join, but $5 of your contribution every single month will be donated to a worthy cause or charity that we as a group will decide on. So for right now, between the wildflower tier and the ecosystem tier, content-wise, there's nothing different. However, in the ecosystem tier, the extra $5 that you would contribute to my channel would actually be going to somewhere else in the ecosystem, in the world. And oh my God, I still just can't believe that we're talking about this. I don't know if you're as excited as I am, but like my little heart, my cold heart is thawed and I'm emotional. One thing to note about my Patreon account is you will pay at the date that you sign up, and then every first of the month after that, that is when the automatic payment would be taken out. Let me move back to the middle. Okay, I think we're done with the slideshow. Can you see my sweat stains? Do you see them? Within my Patreon family, you will also get first dibs on snatching books that I am planning to unhaul before I take them to like the general public, as well as I plan on hosting a bunch of giveaways. Whether the prize be a new book from your wish list, one of your anticipated releases, or a copy of one of my books that I will send to you personally. So there's a lot of things going on and I am so excited to be doing this with you all. Please know that if you do join my Patreon account, then a very exhausted ICU nurse will be so incredibly thankful to have you. And I am just so excited to connect with some of you on just like a deeper level. I'm just very, very excited. So I hope that you are too. And that's it. That's it. So if you're still watching, then leave the worm emoji down below. And don't forget to subscribe, like the video. I always appreciate your support. You guys are absolutely amazing. Don't forget to be kind to one another. And happy reading.